One sunny afternoon on the cozy little farm, Chicky was happily pecking around in the grass, exploring all the wonders of the barnyard. Suddenly, a small glint caught his eye. Curious as always, Chicky hopped over and found a shiny, golden corn kernel lying in the grass. "Wow!" Chicky gasped. "This must be my lucky day." He picked up the golden kernel with his tiny beak, feeling proud to have found such a tasty treasure. "I'll have a delicious snack all to myself," he thought with excitement. But just as Chicky was about to eat the corn, he heard a soft rustling behind him. Turning around, he saw his friend Penny, a little brown mouse with big round eyes and twitching whiskers. Penny looked tired and had a bit of dirt on her fur. She had been searching for food all morning but hadn't found a single bite to eat. Seeing the corn kernel in Chicky's beak, Penny's eyes sparkled with hope, but she hesitated to ask. She felt a little shy and didn't want to bother Chicky. But her tummy gave a tiny grumble, and finally, she gathered up the courage and said, "Chicky, that corn kernel looks delicious. Would you be willing to share a little bit with me? I've been so hungry, but I haven't found anything to eat today." Chicky looked down at the corn kernel in his beak and thought about how much he wanted to eat it himself. It was just the right size for a single snack, and he had been looking forward to it. But then he remembered something his wise friend Hoppy the rabbit had once told him: good friends share with each other. Sharing makes everything better. Chicky thought about it for a moment, and then, with a gentle smile, he nodded. "Of course, Penny. Friends should share, right? Let's split it in half." With great care, Chicky placed the corn kernel down and used his tiny beak to break it into 2 equal pieces. He pushed one half towards Penny and kept the other for himself. Penny's face lit up with joy and gratitude. "Oh, thank you, Chicky," she squeaked happily. "This means so much to me." The 2 friends sat down on a soft patch of grass and nibbled on their corn kernels together. Even though it was a small snack, it tasted sweeter than anything they had ever eaten. They laughed and chatted as they enjoyed the treat, talking about all the little things they had discovered around the barnyard that day. Chicky told Penny about the shiny puddle he had seen that looked like a mirror, and Penny shared a funny story about a butterfly that had tried to land on her nose. After finishing their snack, Penny looked at Chicky and said, "You're a true friend, Chicky. You didn't have to share, but you did, and that means the world to me." Chicky felt a warm glow in his heart. He realized that giving something to a friend in need made him feel even happier than keeping it all for himself. In that moment, he knew that sharing not only made Penny happy, but it also made him feel proud and joyful. As the sun began to set, Chicky and Penny said goodbye, each feeling a little more cheerful and a little more grateful for the simple things. Chicky waddled back to the barn, feeling light and happy inside. He had learned something special that day, that sharing, even just a little bit, could bring a lot of happiness to others and to himself. That night, as Chicky lay down in his cozy nest, he thought back on his day. He whispered to himself, "Today was a good day. Sharing made me feel like I was part of something bigger. I think Hoppy was right, good friends really do share with each other." And with that, Chicky drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the new adventures he and his friends would have tomorrow. He knew that, no matter what happened, he would always remember the joy of sharing and how it brought friends closer together.